What's up? It's your girl Podcast Bae.
Yo, what's up? This is Sax B.
It's your girl Asian Nate.
My name is Hadusa Divine.
You are tuning into A Pair of Lips Podcast. Enjoy. Mwah. What's up? It's your girl Podcast Bae, and we are back with another episode of A Pair of Lips Podcast. Here with me today, I have the very talented lyricist, creative Kaz Olivers. What's good?
What's going on? What's going on? How you doing? Thank you for having me.
No
Appreciate
problem. Glad you came on. I know that you are super busy working on your music as well as other people's music and working on top of that. So
Absolutely.
Before we get into all of that, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on all streaming platforms. My latest album is Business on the Regular. You can also find that on pretty much all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, everything that's out there. And if you want to go through the rabbit hole, you can also look at my album prior to it, which is Aerial Vision, which is myself in the audio unit. And you can look me up on Instagram, Kaz Olivers Music, KAZOLIVER Music. Same name for Twitter. I really don't have. I'm not very active on Twitter. I might peek in there once in a blue moon, but you can look me up on Twitter as well. Same name, Kaz Olivers Music. And if you'll be my friend on Facebook, I go under Kaz Olivers, KAZOLIVER.
And is that Kaz Olivers Music for your business page on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, Kaz Olivers Music on Facebook as well.
Okay.
Yep.
So make sure you guys check him out. And as always, you can find me at A Pair of Lips Podcast on Instagram and Facebook, and A Pair of Lips Pod on Twitter. Make sure that you follow with caution on my Twitter because I am on there a lot. Why aren't you on Twitter a lot? What's up with people not wanting to be on Twitter?
I mean, honestly, to me, it was just statuses, and I just didn't. I was on there for a little. I used to be a little bit more active, probably about a decade ago, and I would just be reading stuff. I honestly just got bored with it, and I just found myself just displaying a bunch of personal thoughts on there that didn't really matter. So I just wasn't really on there like that. But I do need to be more active. People tell me that, that's still a very valid tool. So I gotta get back on it, man.
It is. You definitely gonna have to check out Twitter. I mean, a lot of the people that used to be on there around that like 09 era through like, I don't know, 2011, 2012, like they're gone. But I feel like that weeded a bunch of people that wasn't going to be on there for long anyway. And if you wanted to like access different celebrities,
Right.
music artists, like big music artists, like Instagram and Twitter are the way. And I keep telling people they don't want to listen to me.
Right. I mean, everybody tells me I need to be more active on there. That's just another way. It's just another platform of, putting my stuff out there. So yeah, I need to get back on. I'll be getting back on it here soon because I just started it back up like recently. I was actually locked out of it. That's how long it had been since I've been on it. So, yeah, I'm gonna get back on there, start posting more, and try to build my followers up a little something.
Well, sound. All right, so let's backpedal a little bit. So you into music, and well, first off, I wanted to go over how I discovered you and your music. Just real quick, we had a mutual friend, and then I went to his page, started checking out his music, and the first thing I noticed, honestly, before the actual lyrics, was your videos. This was oh my gosh, which one did I watch first? It might have been that So Gucci video that I watched first.
Okay.
But I was wondering like who was the creative person behind it, because like I'm a very visual person myself. So I'm like, man, like the storyline is dope. Like the shots were phenomenal. So
Thank you.
Who's basically involved with your projects along with you when it comes to like the visuals?
When it comes to the visuals, I pretty much direct everything. They all pretty much start off as my ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my partner in crime, Dame Lee, aka Art Life 6. Look him up on all platforms, art.life.6. He's my partner in crime, so I actually call him with ideas, and once we get the location and the timing and everything down, we get there and he adds his own flavor to it. We kind of we build off each other, you know what I mean? And then we actually end up creating something, and I trust him with my vision, you
Mm.
know. So a lot, yeah. But as far as the ideas and everything, they're my ideas, you know. And I just call him and ask him what he thinks, and you know, he pretty
Like,
much he brings it to life, man. So shout out to Dame Lee.
that's dope. That's dope. So next to the video, we do have the lyrics. And I don't want to get too ahead of myself with this, but I've noticed like a difference with your video that you have out now and the video the ones that I saw in the beginning. And I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm sorry, I'm excited about this because I feel like people could possibly box you in as a certain type of artist if they didn't listen to like your full catalog. So I want to ask you first, like, what are some what are some boxes that people try to put you in as an artist?
Well, I mean, originally, one thing, because I've been doing this for a long time, man. It's been 10, 15 years at least. More than that, honestly. I ain't trying to sound like too much of an old head, but the one thing that people used to kind of box me in and say I rap like a New York rapper, which I mean, I take that as a compliment because they're always known as the more lyrical MCs.
Mhm.
But I also, you know, I don't want to, like, I learned that from my dad. My dad's a musician as well, and he always told me that it's good to not, you know, not be placed in a box, man, because I mean, you never know, man. You never know who's listening. And
Mhm.
so, you know, and plus when I got with my partner, my other partner in crime, the audio unit, he challenged me and he gave me all kinds of stuff. And that's the one thing we try to touch down everything. I know you can't please everybody, but you know, I try to make a little something for everybody, for at least one person to relate to. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So that I'm pretty big on that and not staying in one lane, you know what I mean? I mean, whether it be girl shit, whether it be hustler stuff, whether it be fly stuff, like all of that, I try to do it all, man. You know what I'm saying?
What's your
So,
favorite? What's your favorite to make? Favorite type of
um, I say honestly, it'd probably be just the fly talk. You know what I mean? Like it comes out naturally. Like even if it's not who I am as a person, I have a vivid imagination, so I can talk that talk like, you know, like I got it going on like that, even if that's not the case. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I was actually expecting you to say, you know, the more lyrical. That was surprising. That's dope
Right.
though.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you know what, that was the case at one point, but I think that, you know, as time progressed and music changed and everything, you know, my interest changed. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? And you know, like even back in the day, you know, I was what you would consider kind of like a backpack rapper. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
it was
So is
definitely
that like
def.
the Wizzes, like the currencies?
Well, yeah, I mean, like even before that, like Black Star, Talib Kweli, like all of that stuff. That's a lot
Okay.
of stuff I used to listen to a lot, man. And I used to go to old school, like I used to go to clubs, like underground clubs back in the day where they had shows, spots called Snaps and Taps and the Roots and Bernie's and stuff like that. They had a lot of open mics and it was more of a lyrical scene. A lot of I guess you'd say backpack rap and breakdancing and things like that. So
Yeah.
that was more so what I was into around that time. But as time progressed, you know, my interest started to change, and you know, I wanted to find like a middle ground, something that's not too dumbed down, but not too difficult for people to understand. You know what I mean? So I try to, you know, find a middle ground so everybody can rock with it. You know what I'm saying? So,
So do you feel like you found that, or are you still kind of searching for it?
I mean, I'm still working, man. But you know, as far as who I am as an artist, I think I'm pretty sure I found that. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Which is a lot of times that's a lot of people struggle. Um, they definitely, you know, you just kind of you try to find your way, man. You try to find who you are, because some people, you know, some people take forever. They never find it out. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty comfortable with where I'm at right now, to where, you know, I'm good with what I'm doing. So yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned your dad, that he was a musician. Is that pretty much who inspired you and got you into music in the first place?
Yes, he was definitely my first influence. Shout out to my dad, Kevin Oliver. Look him up on he's on streaming platforms as well. He used to play for Parliament Funkadelic with George Clinton. And also Bootsy Collins and plenty of other people back in the late 70s and early 80s. But yeah, I mean, there's always all kinds of music going on in the household. I might not have liked it when I was a kid, but you don't appreciate stuff till you get older.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you go back and you be like, man, this shit was dope for real. My dad was real. And that's the thing, like, I mean, growing up, you know, my dad was a musician, so, but it was normal to me because that's all I knew. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't until later on, you know, everybody, all my friends and all of them, like, and their parents, like, yo, your dad is so cool. Your dad is so cool. I'm like, is he? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then, but then you look back and you really realize all the accomplishments that my dad had, you know what I'm saying? And then you really start to respect that stuff. So yeah, man, shout out to my dad.
For sure. And I come from a singing mom, so I get it.
Yeah, already.
Connection to music is totally different from a child that didn't have like a musician or an artist or whatever, creative in their lives. So it makes a big difference. I feel like those people that come from up under those other creatives, like they end up being like some of the dopest ones, like some of the dopest music artists, some of the dopest media personalities, whatever. So because we always got the edge, you know, it's like
right. It's like a head start. You know what I'm saying? Like you already see, like, you know, like they got old pictures of me sleeping like in the kick drum, you know what I'm saying, when I was like 4 or 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I'm used to, you know, my dad was always in the nightclubs, and there are times that I'd be with him and I wasn't no babysitter for the night. So I used to kind of have to go up there with him. And so I got to see my dad. I've been seeing my dad on stage since I was a kid, you know what I'm saying?
So you was exposed.
That makes me,
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes that I think that helped me not be as shy on the stage, you know what I'm saying? Initially, when I first started, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
So okay, let's go ahead and fast forward now. So you got your video out early mornings.
Yes, early mornings. Go ahead, check it out on YouTube, Kaz Oliver in the audio unit, THA audio unit, featuring my man Ronnie Biggs. Early mornings, you know what I'm saying? It's my latest, man, and you know I feel good about this one right now, man. We getting it in on there.
Okay, so I wanted to do a quick little deep dive into it. Were you like the creative eye behind the visuals in this particular video?
Well, the thing about it is, one thing that myself and my producer, the audio unit, we kind of stressed out is the fact that we weren't going to do any quintessential regular videos. Like we want to do, we want to step outside the box with the visuals, man, to bring something to the table that other people aren't doing or that might grab their attention, because of course more people are attracted to the visuals nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So with that video, yeah, I just, you know what, I mean, I just figured I saw a lot of lights and kind of, because the song's aggressive, you know what I mean? So I wanted to kind of have like a darker feel to it, a darker edge as far as the video is concerned. And yeah, we found a couple places. I also consulted my videographer, Dane Lee, of what direction I was trying to go with it. And he gave me a couple suggestions as far as locations as well. So we just hit all them places and knocked it out. And I let him pretty much work his magic on it, which I mean, he didn't let me down. He pretty much did what I figured he was gonna do. So once again, shout out to Dane Lee.
So I see that you guys have quite a few different locations, or at least it looked like it. Like you guys did a hell of a job making it look like you were in different locations. So I'm curious, how many locations did you guys go to shoot this video? Because like there's a lot of different and it's like shit. Like where did they go?
Not well, you know what? We shot actually we were down, everything was around the corner from each other. Surprisingly, everything was pretty much around the corner. And there's actually some places we didn't even get to hit. We had like 6 or 7 places that we had lined up, but after because we hit the hotel, it was like a hallway hotel that's like a bridge. We hit that. We also hit one of the sides, the steps of Cosi. I don't know if you where the steps are, right, that are facing the river.
Yep.
We actually that was one spot because the steps are lit up.
And this is
People ain't
Columbus,
up on that.
Ohio, for those who don't
Yes,
know.
absolutely. And we also had a rooftop on a parking garage, and then that same parking garage. Yeah, that same parking garage. We hit every floor. The elevators had different artwork right by the elevator, so we hit that too. And then we also shot inside the elevator as well. We just cause wherever we saw something dope, and we was like, okay, that'll be a good shot. That's what we pretty much hit, and we knocked the shots out pretty quickly because it was cold as shit that day.
I was gonna say, how cold was it? Like, I know it had to have been cold outside, but y'all did a
It
hell of
was
a job.
cold, man. Thank you. Yeah, it was cold, man. You see, we was out there with the coats on. Like, yeah, it was serious that day. Toward the end of it. Yeah, toward the end of it, we was like, all right, man, let's get this shit over with.
Right, let's go.
Right.
So, did you guys get that in one day? Just
yeah, just a couple. Yeah, it took about 2 hours. About 2 hours.
Okay.
Knocked it all out in 2 hours. Yeah, man.
And I looked on y'all YouTube, and it's already doing numbers.
Yeah, we trying, man. We trying. You know, we trying. You know, just trying to keep building, man, and grow the audience, man. And hopefully the visuals can help do that. You know what I mean? Trying to do some other stuff that everybody else ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, so
appreciate it.
I saw, I've been like the people that's like on the come up in Columbus and like the surrounding cities, like I kind of keep my eye on them. But I did see your numbers last year, over 200,000 streams. Let's go. Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate it. Shout out to the audio unit as well, man. He's the architect, man. Without him, I couldn't do none of this stuff.
So you sound like you got like a nice little team surrounding you for real.
I do. Shout out to everybody that's rolling with me, man. That's helped me along the way. Shout out to the band that I'm in, Romantic Hours. You know, shout out to everybody, man.
Maybe work with some people in the city that you haven't worked with yet?
I'm open. I work with anybody.
Okay.
I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I don't have my nose in the air. I'll work with whoever is down to work, whether they send me something or if I have a good idea, hopefully they'll be receptive to what I send them. You know what I mean? You know, that's the one thing. I mean, I've done stuff with everybody that's pretty much sent something my way. I've knocked it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a space right now where I'm just, even though I've been in this space for the past couple of years, I'm just, whatever anybody throws at me, I'm just jumping on it, man. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you never know. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't too good to work with nobody here. I ain't like that, man. We could all get down. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
But you got to come with them bars though, because they gonna have to, because I know you gonna come with it. And this video was definitely one where I feel like you showcased your lyrics.
I appreciate it. I got to show people I can rap sometime, man. And not just do silly shit.
I was like, all right, another light-skinned rapper. Like, here we go.
Here we go.
But you honestly surprised me though, like for sure. It's just, I thought you was gonna be on some Drake stuff at first, singing your heart out.
What's wrong with Drake? Drake nice.
No, Drake.
But I can't sing. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna be like Lover Boyish.
I mean, I got a couple of those too. Like I said, I try to do it all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I try to do it all. I might not be on the level. This Lover Boy stuff, I can't sing. I can't hold a note for shit. But you know what I'm saying? I got some songs for the ladies as well. You know what I mean? Like I try to still find that balance and not sound super corny with it. You know what I'm saying? But just something that somebody could vibe to. Absolutely. For everybody, man. You know what I mean?
Music's for everybody. You get a song.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody get a song.
Okay. So what exactly is in your playlist these days? Because I feel like I don't know where music is headed. I really don't know where it's headed, but every now and then we'll get some good music. So when it comes to the new music that's coming out, what is like on your playlist?
I'll be honest, man. I don't be hip to a lot of stuff, but the last thing that I have on my that I downloaded would be the latest Currency album. I really like that. I really like production on there. I downloaded. My man Wallaby just put out a project. Shout out to Wallaby and the audio unit. They just put out a project as well. You know, go check out Worth if any of y'all get the chance. Shoot, man. I mean, I like Larry June. Um, I still listen to old Kendrick stuff. You know, anything that pretty much motivates me. I mean, I still listen to the Freddie Gibbs Alfredo album. That's like my shit right there.
Mhm.
Um, just anything that pretty much it doesn't sound the same as everything. I'm with it, man. I mean, but I like pretty much everybody that's out right now, from the Young Thugs to um,
For
the
sure.
Little Babies and all them. Like, yeah, I definitely rock with all of those, man.
Mhm.
And of course the Drake stuff and the Kanye album. Yeah, I rock with all that stuff. I'm looking forward to that Pusha T album. I heard that Pusha T album is gonna be dope. You know, I like that. I like that latest
He
song he
dropped
had.
already?
I'm not sure if he did or not,
I could
but
have.
I know that I heard that he might have. He might have. I like that. I like the song he had, the latest song he had. You know what I mean?
I ain't listened. I haven't listened to any of it. I want to check on that real quick because I could have swore, unless I'm just losing my mind, that he just dropped the
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
Okay,
I
no,
wasn't sure
it was
because
a single.
he
It was
didn't drop it yet. It was a single. Yeah, about to say I like the song. I
Diet
like
Coke.
the
Is that
song, man. Yeah, yeah.
okay?
That shit is dope. I even like that latest Jim Jones album. That shit was dope too.
Hey,
You know
Jim
what I'm
Jones,
saying?
he was getting slept on for a long time, and he was actually, if not the best diplomat, he was definitely top two. But I'm just saying, like niggas was really sleeping on him up until a couple years ago. So
Yeah, no, he definitely stepped it up, man. You know what I'm saying? I like truthfully, I like all three of them, man. But his latest album, I forgot who all the production is by on it. I think it's all about one person. It's gonna fuck me up because I forgot who produced everything. But
is that when
I
LeBron James was
really like
involved?
this album. So what?
Is that when LeBron was involved? I feel like LeBron James has
No,
something to do
no,
with this
no,
album.
no. No, I don't think so. I think his album came out either last year or the year before.
Okay,
Um,
I was thinking year
yeah,
before.
it was dope though, man. It was dope. Yeah, I like that album a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see when that came out. Jim Jones, his album came out 2021, last year.
Yeah, yeah, that shit was dope.
Well, that's a single. Oh, he got something out now. He got a bunch of music, but he do got something out now too.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so we're going to transition to my favorite part of the show, which is a parallel to say anything. And for your segment, we're going to do something that I haven't done before.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you $1,000. Okay. This is, well, it'll be 5,000, 1,000 per artist. I want you to build a top 5 roster, like a dope starting 5 roster. It can be from those who have passed. It can be current rappers or singers, but you got to come up with a group.
Group.
Yeah, or like I guess you could do a collaboration. No, I want to make it hard for you. I do want a group. I'm sorry. I want a group.
A
And this
group.
can be R&B and hip hop, or just
Okay.
R&B or hip hop, however you want to do it, but it's got to be a fire ass group. And I want you to name them. I want you to name the group. So you got quite the task.
Okay. God. Jay Nas. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Jay Nas, Andre 3000, Erica Badu,
Mm.
and
Got 1,000 left.
I mean, I would say Big. You know what I mean? Big.
All right. So you said Erica Badu,
Yeah,
Jay.
cause I feel like Erica Badu will definitely lace a hook like a motherfucker for them. You know what I'm saying? Like she'll freak the hell out of that shit, and there'll be a lot of quality lyrics involved. You know what I mean? So I think that would be dope. A song like that, you couldn't really go wrong. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Unless it was some weird mixtape just thrown together joint or something like that. But nah, I think if they was all in there together, like shit, why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
So if you had
Yeah.
that group, say like you were their management or you were a label or whatever, what would that group's name be?
Oh shit. Let's see. A taste of excellence. I don't fucking know. Taste of excellence. You know what I'm saying? Sound real
That's
classy.
like a restaurant.
Right.
That's a nice little group though. So that would be like on like more of the lyrical side.
Yeah.
Is that
But still though, so what?
I said, is that how you chose them?
I mean, I just thought of some of my top ones of all time. And then I threw R&B, you know, one of my favorite singers of all time, just to make sure that track is, you know, it is laced properly. You know what I mean? And she's like a hip hop singer. You know what I'm saying? So like even because even the first thing I think of is the Maybach Music song with where she sang the hook with Rick Ross and T.I. and Jadakiss. I don't know if you're familiar with that song. It's called Maybach. I think it's Maybach Music 2. Either Maybach 2 Music 2 or 3. But that shit is fire. You should go ahead and look that up. You know what I'm saying? She can she'll lay down a hook and it'll be appropriate for the people that are on there. And yeah, I mean they all are gonna say some magnificent things. They're all gonna have quotables. You know, they all are gonna that'll be like a classic song. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it'd be
Absolutely.
like battle of like the lyricists, honestly.
Right.
Like, they
Oh,
really,
you know what though? You know what though? It's gonna sound fucked up. It's gonna sound
oh.
fucked up. But replace Big with Kanye. Replace Big with Kanye. Just
Honestly, I
because.
actually like the Big contribution.
No, I mean, of course, Big, because Big. That's what I'm saying. If I feel like if Big was still alive right now, that he would definitely would adapt to everything. He still would be in the top spot. I mean, because honestly, he was in that spot before Jay was there. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
but no, I say that because Jay will bring that production value, and he will bring the extra little seasoning on it to make it what it need to be. You know what I'm saying? So,
So speaking
sorry,
of
Big.
Jay, have you got a chance to check out his documentary that came out?
Who, Jay? I
Genius.
saw. Yeah. I saw. Well, I saw one episode of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't caught the rest. But I love it so far. It's dope. And this, I didn't know. I didn't the things that he was doing. Like it's just so dope to see his grind as far as like him trying to be an actual rap artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he was only wasn't nobody trying to hear it. You know, he was going into everybody's office at Rockefeller, just going into the intern's office and just rapping for him. And when they was all just looking at him like he was crazy, he was putting the song on All Falls Down. He's putting that song on, and they were like listening, kind of bobbing their head, but they're still looking at him like he was crazy. You know what I
Okay,
mean? So
so
you seen that he was
real quick,
grinding.
real
Yeah.
quick. I did get some context behind that. This was somebody that was signed to the label. I don't want to put his name out there, but this guy was freely tweeting about it.
Right.
I'll say semi well known music artist. He
Okay.
said that Kanye did that scene so many times that the lady was pretty much like, I gotta work, like, please, like, get out of here. But they said that he had played that multiple times. Like, that was not her first time hearing it. He just kept going in different offices and had came in her office and he was like, I was there. Like I said, I don't want to put his name out there.
Right.
But it was like, he had played it so many times. And you know how Ye is super passionate, so he gonna keep playing it. You know, he want everybody to play it. After a while, it's like, all right, my nigga, like, like
Oh
you
wow, see, I ain't know that. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know
So
that.
what I'm gonna do for everybody who's curious about that, I'm actually going to repost the tweet on my Twitter. So make sure that you guys follow me. You got to go check it out too. What he basically breaks down what happened in the building, like when Kanye was like filming that part. But yeah, just a little bit of context, you know. I don't know how true that is, but it does make sense because that's a hard ass song. Like, who wouldn't love that? But she did look annoyed.
Right, but you know what the crazy thing is? A lot of times, I mean, shit, man, it's like that people don't really support until they see other people supporting. So like, you know, they might not have, like I remember when Kendrick Lamar was first coming out, they played this song on 107, the swimming pools, they played that on 107 and nobody was really feeling it like that. Like they I guess like the DJ kind of had went outside of the program. You know what I mean? And he played the song, and that was before it really became known like that. And so people weren't really gravitating towards it at first. Well, from what I heard, you know what I mean? And so a lot of times, man, like people won't really mess with it until they see other people messing with it, or till it's like popping, or you know what I mean, in rotation. You know what I mean? So at first, like to like you know, a lot of times there are certain songs that they gotta kind of gotta grow on you a little bit. You know
True.
what I'm saying?
But
You
that's
know, a lot of
like,
them,
that's one of them songs that you like hear it and it's like, wow,
right,
you would
right.
think.
But at the right, that's true. But at the time though, people weren't really used to how Ye was rhyming though. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he rhymed was different than everybody, but it was from a you know the song is about being you know is about being self-conscious and all that stuff too, you know what I mean, like that's like an angle that nobody was doing at the time. You got to think around that time it was like Jay-Z and Nas and Cam and all of them, you know what I'm saying, so everything was real aggressive. Like even when he first started coming out on the Rockefeller shit, like he was the most, you know, he was the fashionista of the crew, you know what I'm saying, everybody else was pretty gangster with it, you know what I'm saying, so
The exception of
you
Cam.
know.
I mean, that was a whole different group. But
But Cam was he was on that shit too though. Because the
Mhm.
very first song that I heard Kanye rap on was a song with the Dipset, and it was like an intro on a mixtape, and then yeah with the Dipset and Twister, you know what I'm saying, and then Kanye was on there, and that's the first time I heard him. I'm like, okay, yeah, all right, you pretty straight, you know what I'm saying, and then he just got doper, and then he came out with that album, and it was over after that. You know what I'm saying? So
That's fire. So do you plan on watching
yeah,
the second one? I know there's like a two.
absolutely. Yeah. I gotta watch. Yeah, I gotta watch the rest, man. Like, I actually ain't gonna lie. I fell asleep, like, you know, on the first one. Not because it was boring and nothing like that. I
Right.
just was tired. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I gotta finish watching the first one, and yeah, I gotta catch the other ones as well. I'm interested in it, man. They got me on that one, especially it started off from the '98 footage of them. I was locked in from that point.
Yeah, I think they did like awesome with the documentary, honestly. Like they did a hell of a good job capturing all of that footage. Like they knew what he was gonna be. Like, because if somebody really didn't believe in you, they're not giving their all like that much to you and your brand, but they was following him around, like recording everything. And who would have known that years and years later, like this is gonna turn into a dope ass documentary and like one
Right.
of the top five documentaries on Netflix, like right now. So
Mm-hmm.
super fire.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do
It's
you
dope.
get into like the whole like personal life of the celebrities, because he's pretty much showing his ass right now.
Not really.
Hmm.
I mean, you can't really avoid it with him just because it's all over the place. You know what I mean?
Everywhere.
But I mean, I've learned to really not take things at face value because you never really know what's going on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like whatever they present to you is what they want to present to you a lot of the time, most of the time. And so, I mean, especially with Kanye, and then he was with the whole Kardashian thing. So, like, you know, there's always an angle behind stuff, man. So I'm not in the know, so I try to stay. I don't give that too much thought. You know what I mean? I just be trying to hear the music, man. For real, at the end of the day.
Yeah. And I think once you are able to separate the personal from the musician, it makes all the difference. Because you're able to
Absolutely.
listen with an unbiased ear
Yeah.
versus
Yep.
you take their personal into consideration, you're already biased, like, nah, he did this and he did that, and he feels this way. So you already not really feeling the song, you ain't feeling the album.
Right. And that's the crazy thing about it, man. Because a person can have the dopest shit in the world, but you don't like that person, and so you're not even gonna fuck with it. And that shit don't make no sense to me. Because I've always, you know, you know what, I ain't about to get into that other shit. But yeah, basically, you know. I learned to pretty much differentiate both the two of those things, man. Because I mean, I'm a student of the game, man. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm more so trying to learn musically more than anything. I don't give a fuck about what's going on in their personal life. It ain't making me no money.
Exactly. But I
You
mean, like you live and you learn, and we can kind of like take people's blueprints and say, I don't want to go that way, or this person is experiencing this. I don't
Right.
want to go through that. So it's like you said, people don't believe in you. Like I'm pretty sure you didn't have those situations where it's like people either are not fully believing in you or they don't want you to be bigger than them. And like as a creative, I feel like we all pretty much go through that. So for
Absolutely.
somebody that's going through that situation, like what advice would you give them?
To not give a fuck about what nobody thinks.
And there you have it.
And to understand that you can't please everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And some people, a lot of their thoughts is just their opinion, and I wouldn't dwell on another person's opinion because that's not doing anything for them. And plus, you got to look at where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, how can somebody tell you what you ain't gonna do when they're not doing that?
Yeah,
You know
resume
what I
don't even
mean?
add up to nothing. Like,
Absolutely. So, I hate to sound cliche, but believe in yourself, man. Fuck what anybody think. You know what I'm saying? If I'd have believed, if I'd have like been too worried, I mean, because we all have our insecurities. You know
mhm.
what I'm saying? Like, of course. I mean, I'm insecure about plenty of shit, but I don't let that get the best of me. Otherwise, I wouldn't get nowhere forward. You know what I'm saying? And I've been like, I've been played to the left by people throughout the years, as far as when it comes to this music shit. And if you sat there and you let them tell you what you ain't gonna be, or
Yeah.
what I'm saying, or any of that, then yeah, then I wouldn't have been still making music to this day. But it was more so that, I got my foot in the door with some people, and that actually brought a little bit more confidence out with me to do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And be free with all of my ideas, with ideas that I've had in my brain for years. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually with people that fuck with me and believe in what I do. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So once again, shout out to my team, man. Love y'all to death.
Shout out to the team for
Yeah,
sure. And make sure y'all like really fuck with them and like follow them and check out their music. Like they're all dope. They're dope.
yeah.
So what's next? What's next for Kaz Oliver? You didn't drop the fucking fire ass visual. You got, oh, hold up. We ain't even get into the pictures that you be taking there, every now and then. The look. You got your fashion, your own separate style from everybody else, which I think
I
is
appreciate it.
super cool. So what's next for you? Like you got a bunch going on. You finna drop a book on this? Like what?
Well, no, I have a couple more visuals on the way after this. But right now I'm focused on early mornings for the moment. But I have plenty more. Last year was a pretty good year. We just trying to move up from there, man. More material, more content, more visuals, more fashion. You know what I'm saying? More flyness that we can, you know. But yeah, we got a lot more on the way, man. It's not stopping. Me and my producer Jack, we in a good groove right now, man. And
Oh, that's such a politically correct answer.
we
What?
are in a good groove.
No, not that. I mean, as far as what you got coming next, I know you got something cooking, man.
Yeah, we the next, we got some things in the tuck. You know what I'm saying? We got some things in the tuck coming out, man.
Okay.
Just
Any
wait and see,
surprise
man. Just
features or anything? Surprise features or a different sound, like something that you never tried before as far as your sound or your look?
um honestly, a lot of this stuff is new to me.
Mhm.
On business on a regular, I'm definitely kind of exploring a lot in different sounds and different tempos and all of that stuff, man. Going places I haven't really been before,
Mhm.
stepping outside the box, and it all pretty much worked out well, man. I mean, I'm coming from a place of, a regular person, man. I'm not gonna sit there and try to front like I got it all going on. I'm coming from a place of a person that's been embarrassed, that's been played to the left before, that's been down and out before. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, shit, the average person, if you couldn't relate to that, I mean, not everybody fly all the time. Not everybody wake up and they got it going on all the time. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know about you. I don't know about most people. You know what I'm saying? So
either.
yeah,
But it's cool though, because then you jump fresh. They call it jump fresh for a reason.
we try. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. So before I let you up out of here, last word for your fans, your streamers that are checking out your music.
Check out Business on the Regular, which is my latest. All streaming platforms. Check out the Audio Unit Music as well. He just put out a project, I believe last week. My producer's putting out stuff all the time, man. He has great instrumental projects. He has projects with other artists as well. Shout out to the band. Shout out to the band, Weez, Ty, Silky, Jay, my man Joe, my man Drake, everybody. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting. It means a lot, man. Even if y'all take 5 minutes to check out my video or something like that, man, that shit means everything to me. Check out my album, man. Get you something different in your life, man. Some grown, what do you call it? Adult contemporary rap. That's why that's how I classify myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no kid, man. So, there's something that more people could hopefully relate to, man.
Okay.
I appreciate the support. Man.
For sure. Make sure you guys check him out at Kaz Oliver on Instagram.
Kaz Oliver Music. Yeah, on Instagram, and Kaz Oliver Music on Twitter. KAZOLIVER. Pretty much on all three platforms, on my Facebook music page, my Instagram page, and my Twitter page. And yeah, check out the audio unit music as well. Okay. The audio unit, THA audio unit.
All right, but as always, you guys know you can find me at A Pair of Lips Podcast on Instagram and on Facebook, and at A Pair of Lips Pod on Twitter. I am on there a lot. If you want to get to know the real me, come holler at me on Twitter. I'm definitely talking to you, for sure. And stay tuned for the next episode. What's up? It's your girl Podcast Bae.
Yo, what's up? This is Sax B.
And it's your girl Asian Nate. My name is Hadusa Divine.
You are tuning into A Pair of Lips Podcast. Enjoy. Mwah.